All right, everybody. Y'all, please forgive us. We had technical difficulties. And this is what happens when you have two cats in the house because at any given time, a cable will get chewed and you don't know it. But we got everything going. Our special guest tonight is Caleb Montgomery, and he has been very, very gracious and hanging in there with us. And I think he kind of understands the craziness of what's going on in the world. But anyway, only announcement I got, and y'all bear with me because I'm losing my voice, thanks to this wonderful weather we've got going on. The only thing I got is First Baptist Church has been very, very generous and is letting the Christmas for Kids buses be at their location this year, which will be this coming Monday, December 16th. Y'all come on out. It's 106 Bluegrass Commons Boulevard, Hendersonville, Tennessee. You get to meet a lot of great artists. I mean, we've got Chris Stapleton, Old Crow Medicine Show. We've got Kirsty Krause, Mission Road. A bunch of great people are going to be there. I can't wait to say hi to everybody, maybe sign an autograph, have a conversation, and I hope my voice don't go out during that too. So we're going to have a weekend full of the end of the week full of throat lozenges. I think it's going to be fun. Caleb, you still with us, buddy?
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Man, I'll tell you what, this is, if nothing else, podcasting is exciting.
Oh, I got you there.
Oh, what? Who's outside the door?
I don't know what's happening.
Is it Santa Claus outside the door?
I don't know. I just see. Whatever.
Don't worry about it.
They'll go away.
They'll go away. We need a studio. Bad.
No cats chewing on cables. No random door knocks.
Yep.
I get my dog scratching on my studio door when I'm doing session stuff. I get it.
Yeah. What kind of dog you got?
I got a little blue heeler. His name's Rango.
Sweet. Well, I mean,
yeah.
So Blue Eagler helps out a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So where are you at in California?
So I'm way up north, right in the corner of Oregon and Nevada, where you sit in this little mountain town called Susanville.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, because I've used to drive truck. I've been all over California, all the way up 5 and all that up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Have you ever been through Susanville?
Not through Susanville. I will have to say I have not been through Susanville. Usually we just went straight on up to Washington area and all up in there.
Gotcha. I was just had a session with my vocal coach, and he's based out of Nashville. He'd come out to California for vacation one time and came through our little town. That shocked me. I mean, we're kind of off the map, so that was cool.
Well, yeah. Maybe I need to call him and say, hey, what do you do when you start getting laryngitis from
There you go.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's in the past 4 days, we went from all the way down to 21 degrees. And today it was back up around 55, 60. And rain, nasty, fog, you name it.
And it's dropping again.
Yeah, I know it's dropping again. So,
hey, I found the source of the knocking.
Yeah. It was a pizza delivery guy. Sweet. Caleb, we had pizza delivered and didn't even know it.
Lucky you.
I'm telling you. Nothing like a good za, man. Lord. Ugh.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I got so much stuff going on around me here. It's crazy.
It's all good.
Dude.
I'm here for it.
I'm glad you're here. Somebody needs to keep me grounded, man. Oh, Lord. Okay, I got to ask this because I seen in your bio and everything where you was raised up and you still got a family farm.
Yep.
How many acres y'all got?
We're sitting about 100, so it's not huge, but it's just enough room to breathe and raise some livestock on, and we love it out here.
Well, you can raise livestock. You still have a little niche that you could have for hunting and
Oh yeah,
all kinds of stuff up there. Because it's
absolutely.
actually really, really beautiful when you get in the Northern California area.
Oh, it's gorgeous. You look to the north, it's all the high desert up into Nevada, and then
Yeah.
just the other way is all mountains, the Cascade Mountains. So you get a little bit of everything here. It's awesome.
That's what I always loved about driving up through that way. And then, of course, we went to Seattle, Washington a lot. And then when we left Seattle, Washington, we would head east. And there was a lot of really nice places that you could see. There was waterfalls you could see from the interstate. I mean, just gorgeousness abound all up through there.
Oh, seriously. The West Coast is something to behold. I love coming out east. It's just a nice change of scenery, but man, I love it out here.
Well, you can't say the whole West Coast. Kind of like you got to cut it off.
Yeah, there's a definite cutoff, and when you're there, you'll know. But
Oh, yeah. It goes from greenery and beauty to looking like a sand ashtray outside.
big time.
We went to LA a lot, had a terminal out there, and I was just like, man, I couldn't get over it. Everybody wants to go to LA. Everybody wants to go to LA. And I'm like, dude, y'all ain't even seen it. Y'all just seen this stuff on TV, man.
I don't get it. I've never been to LA. I lived in California all my life, and I've still never been to LA, and I honestly don't really desire to. I mean, I got to go see it, but
Look, nothing like Baywatch. I can tell you that. Man. Oh, Lord. All right. So anyway, let's get down to the brass tacks.
All righty.
When did the music bug actually get you? Because I'm sitting here thinking, you got cattle, you got farm, you got all this other stuff.
Man, that is such a good question. So I've played guitar all my life from a creative sense. You know, I've always loved writing stuff, and I was never a big singer growing up. That's a more recent development, but my dad toured and played back in the 90s and played the Ryman, and he did it. You know, he really did it and taught me how to play and came up doing that. And I really had no desire to pursue it. I didn't want to be a singer or musician. I never really thought of it. Right. But I guess it's kind of a bad spot in my life personally, kind of turned me towards like, okay, this could be a really good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, at least you could get your emotions out.
Absolutely. That's it. It was, so I had, before I did the music, I was a professional shotgun shooter, like competition, skeet shooting, trap shooting, and all that jazz.
Right.
And I'd gotten a scholarship to a college out in the Midwest in Nebraska called Midland. And college just wasn't my thing. I'm not a big partier, so I'd spend all my time in the dorm writing songs and learning how to sing. And one night I heard a creak at my door when I was practicing something, and before I could even go to open it, a bunch of kids barrel in and they wanted to hear me and listen to me sing. And I thought, okay, you know, this is something I might be able to do. And from then on, it's been onward and upward.
I'd have been like $5 a head.
I should have been in hindsight.
Charge them at the door charge.
Eat a little bit more than top ramen.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't have to worry about it so much.
Big time.
Now, see, that story of how you got into it and everything, it makes me wonder about some other artists, you know, I mean, because you're not the only artist out there that was raised up on farmland and everything else, you know. I mean, look at the greats out there, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's a ton and still a ton coming off this kind of culture to this day. I mean, a really obvious example, you've got Coulter Wall, who was doing the ranch hand thing and working on ranches. And
Yeah.
that was so fun hearing about his journey, because he came out with Imaginary Appalachia, Devil Wears a Suit and Tie, and Sleeping on the Blacktop. And he was having record labels busting down his door and trying to get a hold of him. And he's like, nope, I'm working this summer. I'm learning how to cowboy.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, that's I see a lot of honor in that,
Absolutely.
because I was raised up downtown Nashville, right off Trinity Lane, right there, just on the outskirts of the town, But every weekend, my granddaddy or my daddy had me out on one of their friends' farms, baling hay, cutting tobacco, hanging tobacco.
Oh yeah.
Anything that needed to be done, I was out there doing it.
Absolutely. Yeah. And there's definitely a lot of honor in it. There's other guys too that haven't pursued the music thing. They definitely could. They've got all the talent, but haven't, because that's just where their heart lies.
Yeah.
That's cool too.
Oh yeah. It's, I don't know, dude. It's there's some things about it that that would be a hard choice for me, if I could actually sing or play guitar. That would be a heck of a choice for me to do.
Absolutely. And my career kind of started doing this when we started really trying to turn a profit here and, really make something of the ranch and start some new projects and put some new infrastructure in. So it has been kind of weird, and we've had to make some hard decisions between, being on the road and running the ranch.
Well, yeah, and at least the meaning of a barn raising.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people don't.
Mm-mm.
I think it's funny. I think farming, raising cattle or raising crops, all that stuff, to me, it's one of the oldest things that we all need, but it's one of the biggest dying breeds out there.
Absolutely. You see less and less of it all the time, unfortunately. You see the corporate farms, but less and less of the family stuff, and it turns into a kind of boutique thing.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see, it's nice to do and be a part of that small percentage, and it's great to see others still doing it. So we're definitely proud out here.
Yeah, because I hated seeing some of the cattle farms when I got into around the LA area and stuff coming out, because there was no big graze area for them. There was no, they were just all in this little pen, man.
Yeah, feedlots and that jazz.
Yeah, and I was just like, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's moving in that weird direction. I'm thankful to personally know and be good buddies with the last generation of real cowboys, sleeping out underneath the stars and going and gathering in the Nevada desert for days, not having service or anything. So it is super cool.
And that's one thing I do have to give. I have to take my hat off, because when Yellowstone came out, that was a big thing.
Oh yeah.
He's got the cattle, he's got the land, he's got everything else. Maybe everybody will move to Montana or wherever it's at, but
Yeah, the Yellowstone came out, and that was a huge thing for farming and ranching and country music.
Oh yeah. Well, they had Laney on there,
Yeah, absolutely. Laney, Ryan Bingham, and then that's not even counting the cameos, Zach Bryan, Whiskey Myers.
Yeah.
So yeah, they did a lot for country music.
Julie asked, Caleb, do you go out and play so the livestock can hear you?
There have been occasions where I've gone out, to film a TikTok or a short form video, and I can't get through it because they're moo, moo. They hear me out there. They want food.
Be funny though if you were sitting there singing a song and one of them just come up and put his head on your shoulder, you know.
Well, that's funny. We actually we call him our yard cow.
Yeah.
Last spring, a one of the heifers dropped a calf, and coyotes got to it, and we thought it was just a body laying out there, and we got over to it, and it was breathing, and I had it up in my house for a few weeks and brought this cow back to life, and so now he kind of lives on our yard and chills around the porch. And so we go out and we just rub on this cow and brush him and give him treats. He's like a dog. He was raised around the dogs around the house. So
Yeah.
he listens to the guitar on the porch all the time.
Biggest black lab you'll ever see in your life.
Little Angus cow. Yep.
Yeah. That's cool as all get out. I love
Yeah.
the personalities some of them have.
Seriously, yeah. It's you get up to the big numbers and it becomes business, but you get to especially having the bulls and some of the heifers sorted out, and this little guy out on the lawn, and it's like, man, there is really something about these things. It's fun.
Now we had one over at one of the farms that I helped Dad on, and it was the funniest little old heifer. But you could be working and she wouldn't bother you. She would walk up next to you. Like, what are you doing? You know? And then when you started not paying her any attention at all, that nose right up the crack of your butt and pushing you 3 foot across, you know, she was just hilarious.
We've got horses like that. We know all about that. That's awesome though. I've never heard of a cow acting like that. That's super cool.
It was wild because I'd never heard of a cow acting like that, but she would just hang out and watch you. And then if you wasn't talking to her or paying attention to her or reaching over and petting her every now and then, she would push you right up the crack and ready to go.
That's so funny. Crazy.
I've heard donkeys doing it and stuff like that, but
donkeys have huge personalities. We've got a couple of BLM burros from the land management program here, and they are just characters, man.
Oh yeah, I love that. I seen it on, I can't remember if it was TikTok or what it was on, but it was where this lady was walking 2 dogs, and one of the dogs got zapped by the electric fence. And the burro was sitting there just laughing his ass off about it.
I saw that video. I loved that video.
Yeah. It was just funny as all get out. No animals were hurt during that, I could tell you. But the dog had some hurt feelings, I can tell you.
Oh, big time. Shit, I just got myself on the bull wire the other day, breaking ice out of the tanks. Leaned over a little bit too far.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we used to have fun. We go out over at my buddy's, his grandpa's farm. And that's where we kind of all went out four-wheeling and hanging out. And he didn't have cattle or anything on his farm. And but he had electric fence. And we'd get some buddies of ours to go with us that had never been on a farm before. Yeah, you can pee on the fence. Go ahead. You're good.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we had fun with it.
I remember the first time I did that. It was same kind of situation with my grandpa up in Montana at his ranch.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, go for it." I should not have. Not have went for it.
Yeah, whenever somebody else that's been raised up around there says go for it, don't do it. You get zapped.
Pretty much.
It was hilarious, though. God, I miss those days.
It's good memories, man. It's good memories being made.
Yeah. You know, and what's your fondest memory of being on the farm?
Oh, man. I
know you got 100 of them, but give me one good one that just stands out.
Man, that cow was really... The lawn cow I was talking about was really just a beautiful and magical moment for us all. It was, had a couple vets say he ain't gonna make it, you know.
Yeah.
Just take him out back and do your thing. But it was mom who wanted her baby cow to make a full recovery and everything. He had his entire jaw ripped off and teeth ripped out, major head trauma, hooves were degloved, ripped off.
Yeah.
And against all odds, like I said, I had him up here in my house. It stank to high heaven, but there was nothing like watching that cow stand up for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
That was the most beautiful and touching thing that has probably happened out here.
That is awesome. And the what is that word? The adversary of it. Adversary of life.
Yeah. It's just watching the life happen, the comes, the goes, the high times, the low, it's all part of this big, beautiful picture.
There's a song in there somewhere.
There's a few.
Yeah. I can see that happening, man. Like I always say on the show, hell, break out a napkin. We'll write it down.
There you go.
For everybody checking out the show right now, please remember we do have comments turned on, and y'all please leave a comment and Caleb will answer it, or I'll answer it, or somebody will answer it around here.
Michelle Ramp said Caleb's mom is the sweetest person ever.
Hi, Michelle.
Michelle's cool as all get out.
Love Michelle. We just met her last time we were back in Nashville for the JMAs, and my gosh, it's been great since. Great addition to the team for sure.
Oh yeah, she's been helping the show out some, so
awesome, phenomenal.
Yep, I love having her with us, and it's just it's crazy, man. I mean, you start something and then it just keeps growing and keeps growing, and you're just like, over the weekend, I have one of those stop, scratch my head moments. I'm just like, Jesus.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. It's so, especially on this end of things, it's so fast paced. Often I forget to, sit back and appreciate it and reflect on it.
Well, you got to. I mean, it's.
You have to.
There's so much things that go on, and so many details, and for just people that are in the business, we forget stuff. So you got to have those people that actually take care of stuff for you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's even hard with my family. It's like, I just told you this the other day. Why didn't you remember to do this for me? I'm sorry, man. Have you seen my calendar?
Yeah, really. Yeah, because we got what we got tomorrow. CMA Christmas party. I got to be.
Oh yeah.
I got to be at it tomorrow. I totally see. I'm spacing already.
Voice.
The hoarse voice today.
And the audio technical issues.
Dude, we're going to buy more cords.
You never have enough cords is something I learned.
Well, I mean, that's, even back in the old school days when I was helping do recording and stuff like that, it was always one freaking cord.
Yep.
I'll tell you this story. There was a really nice lady. She lived on a lot out by the lake. And the lake had a cove right there next to her house. And she hired a band, and then she hired me to come out there and do the sound. We get everything set up. We're ready to mic check everything. One cord.
Oh, gosh.
And if it wasn't for a buddy of mine in downtown Nashville who drove 45 minutes to bring me that one little cord, that show would have not went on that night.
It's always that simple. It's horrible. It's terrifying sometimes.
No, I know.
You gotta have backups for your backups.
Well, we got backups for backups, but except for that one cord, because it goes from computer to board.
Ooh.
And the only thing I did was I unplugged it, I wiggled it around and plugged it right back in, and it worked. So
Yeah, that's one of those cords you can't find in the junk drawer. I know that cord.
yeah, but you can find it at the corner gas station for $21.99. It depends on how long you want it, you know.
Right.
Oh, it is crazy. My voice ain't gonna be worth a crap tomorrow. I can tell you already.
Oh man.
You're gonna have to carry around Julie's whiteboard.
I'm gonna have to. Somebody needs to remind me to take that whiteboard with me. Wait a minute, Julie's watching this show. Julie,
Don't let him forget the whiteboard.
yeah. That way I can write on there, hi, how are you? Pleasure to meet you.
Networking on the whiteboard.
I'm sorry, my voice has took a dump. Oh, God. Oh, look, Michelle Ramp said, hi, you all. She's hilarious, man. Wait, have you met her dog yet?
I've not met her dogs. I've seen pictures, but I
Yeah.
haven't met them yet.
Yeah. You want to talk about spoiled brats? I haven't met her dogs yet, and I'm pretty much, I believe I'm pretty solid on that. They are spoiled brats.
We've got some dogs around here that are spoiled brats. We really hit it off with Michelle over the dogs. We are massive dog people out here too.
It's crazy as I'll get out, man. All right. Your newest song, which I ain't gonna lie, I laughed my ass off at the title. Food stamps don't buy flowers. How in the heck did you come up with that?
Great question. So I was at the grocery store and was still a broke college kid, and I was with my younger brother, and he's a musician too, kind of my right-hand man, and getting groceries, and I wanted to get some flowers for my girlfriend, and I was checking the price tags and everything. I was hoping to get like $10 flowers, and there just weren't any. And I was like, shoot, maybe next time. And my little brother goes, well, food stamps don't buy flowers now, do they? And I said, if that ain't a song.
Yeah. Big time. But did you get the flowers?
Eventually. And she was very pleased with them.
That's good. I love that. How old are you now? 22, 21?
21.
21.
Yes, sir.
Good God, if I could go back. I always wanted to go back with what I know now.
You know, I think about that too. I'm young, but I still think about that. Like if I could go back to high school with what I know now, you know?
Yeah, I might not have been out partying as much or racing cars as much. No, that's a lie. I'd still be out racing cars.
There you go.
You got to, man. What was your first car?
2008 Toyota FJ Cruiser.
Sweet.
Love that thing, man, especially up here and going romping through the desert and exploring and everything. It's the car.
Yeah.
I love that thing. I still drive it. I've had a couple cars since then, but that's always stayed in my possession.
Well, see, down here, it was all Ford trucks, Chevy trucks, Dodge trucks.
Yeah.
But then we figured out, you know, these little foreign vehicles, the Nissans and the Toyotas, they got a smaller footprint. we can really get back into some woods. So we started off-roading in Toyotas, and you didn't have to do that much to them.
Yeah.
Only thing you had to do was a 4-inch lift and a set of 35s, and you was done.
That's it. Yeah. Seriously.
And the lift kits for them didn't cost near as much as it did for that Chevy.
Seriously. They still pennies on the dollar for what it costs to put a lift on a Chevy or a Ford these days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just a leveling kit on I think my son just bought one, a leveling kit for a Dodge. I think he paid I know it was over $1,000 for it.
Man.
And I'm just like, you got to be kidding me.
Damn.
Because back in the day, I mean, if you wanted to jack up a Ford Bronco or something, literally the only thing you had to do was just get some pieces of wood and cut them to what you wanted and then put them in the leach spring.
Yep.
Until somebody got the big idea. Mike Bowers, that buddy of mine, got a big idea. He's going to buy a Rancho suspension lift. I know we spent 6 hours underneath that Bronco putting that lift on. But he had one of those. The paint job on the Bronco was a little bit different from everybody else's. It was like they did a one-off on it, And God, the memories we made in the back of that truck with the top off.
Oh man, I can only imagine. My buddy had a Bronco for the longest time, and it's the camp trips, the near-death experiences, and everything in between.
Oh yeah. Yeah, me and another buddy, we took he had a Toyota, and he had a piece of fire hose. So we took a tarp, went all the way around the bed of the Toyota truck, pulled up to a fire hydrant, filled the back of the bed up. We were sitting out where everybody cruises with a whole bed full of water, sitting in lounge chairs, just having a good old time.
That's awesome.
It was awesome back then. If we'd done that today, they'd probably give us a ticket for having a water in the back of the truck.
I was going to say, man, you can't do that kind of stuff today.
Mm-mm.
It's a shame.
Out there?
What's that?
You got any fishing out there?
Oh, yeah. A lot of trout fishing.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I think you're up in trout country.
Oh, yeah. We got brook trout, rainbow, brown trout. Got, what are they? Cutthroat trout over in Pyramid Lake, right over across the Nevada border. Tons of streams, tons of high mountain lakes, where they come in with the planes and drop fish out of the belly. It's tons of fish up here.
Wow. I think I'd get tired of eating trout though.
we got bass and bluegill and all that over at some of the major lakes, but it's definitely not as prominent.
Oh. My throat is freaking killing me.
I was about to say, are you gonna make it?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh gosh, this last weekend I was playing a show and I was coming off of something bad. I've still got a lingering cough. I'm shocked I haven't coughed on the show yet, but
yeah,
I was having a hardest time making it through the show. Bless my band, man. They were, filling in the dead air for me while I'm hacking up along and trying to drink water, and there's people bringing whiskey up to the stage, like trying to help. It's like, oh gosh, man. Barely made it through, but I get it, dude. I'm just coming off of something nasty like that.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been sitting here thinking, do I need to get a shot of something? Just kind of clear it out a little bit or something. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Some hot tea with lemon and honey helps too.
That does.
A little bit of tea.
I'll take a little bit of tea.
Compromise with a hot toddy.
There you go. Then you can put the whiskey in there.
Yeah, and then I can go lay down and just go to sleep.
There you go.
Because I've been doing the nose spray and the stuff to boost your immune system and everything for like a week now. And I've been good all the way up till today. And that's when it was, got up to the 60s and it was foggy this morning and drizzling rain and a lot of moisture came in.
Yeah, it's this bipolar weather has just been awful for the viruses and whatever that have been going around.
I know this is how the weather has been, especially today, is probably just as bad as one of the worst women I ever dated. It's that bipolar.
Wow. Wow.
I know Caitlin even laughed on that one. I was just like, what the hell?
You're gonna laugh when you get angry texts one day.
Well, yeah. I never mention names, so if I get angry texts, I can always just say, no, I wasn't talking about you.
There you go. There you go.
It's
Yeah. There might be that moment. Well, if the shoe fits. Dadgummit, Julie just said I cannot have her whiteboard tomorrow. It's terrible. It's terrible. So how many songs have you got now?
Released? 10.
Okay, so you got 10 released and you got 150 fixing to release.
Pretty much. Yeah, I've been really creative lately. Food Stamps Don't Buy Flowers as an album was more or less just having something to tour on, cutting my teeth.
Yeah.
It's I can't not sell my product, but it's by no means my best work compared to what I'm doing these days. I've got some awesome projects coming up for some other folks that are some pretty big deals, and then my own stuff that I'm super excited about. But I've got a lot in the chamber, and it's Food Stamps was awesome and a great place to start and a great place to start paying my dues. But this new stuff's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Now, since we just said that, Pamela Potts, Arnell, she's a real good friend of the show, but she actually wants to know, what is your favorite song and why?
Ooh.
Now,
all right.
Pamela, you're not saying, is it like in general? Or
I was going to say in general off the album that I've written. I guess we can do all three.
Hey, it's up to you.
Okay, my favorite song off the album, I think, is man, I love Food Stamps Don't Buy Flowers. The story, the writing process behind it all fell together really nicely, and
Right.
that's why I named the album after it. It was just my perfect, well-rounded song in my head at the time. And then favorite song that I've written so far is a new song I wrote called Lemons. It's about when life gives you lemons, all about the ups and downs of the music industry and just life in general. It's kind of a funny song. And then my favorite song is so hard. It's like picking a favorite child. Yeah. Just all of this. I guess Sturgill Simpson, Ain't All Flowers, is a really good one.
Yeah. There's one, I can't remember the name of it, but I love it every time I hear the song. It's Brooks and Dunn talking about an old man that lived close to their farm, and every time they went up.
Ooh.
What was the name of that song?
Man, it's going to bother me too.
This is where everybody grabs a phone and pulls it out. And it's a really good song. It's melodic. Caleb, you're supposed to know this.
I know I'm supposed to know this. I'm trying to think. I feel like it's right on the tip of my tongue. I don't want to.
Michelle said, believe. Wait, she said, is it believe or I believe?
It might be.
All right, to the Google.
It might be.
Both on Google now,
Might be. Everybody's on Google.
except me.
Well, you're doing your job over there.
I'm trying.
It's hard to do with me around.
Believe.
Yeah, it's believe. It's believe. 'Cause I'll never forget they started off, you know, and Ronnie's, you know, talking, you know, that old man Wrigley lived in that White House down the street where I grew up. That is just the passion and the heartfelt emotion in that song.
Yeah.
Is
Absolutely.
it is just up there, man.
I love that. That's where songs get super good. You can get a catchy melody and stick some vocals on it all day, but that passion, that soul, that heart is what really makes a good song.
Yeah. See, and I keep telling everybody, especially female writers, I want to hear, like back in the 80s, you know, hard rockers came out with these ballad songs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to hear a ballad style song written by a woman that was not knocking her man or the talking about the narcissist or the cheater, the liar, the alcoholic.
Right.
Give me a good 80s style ballad by a female artist that talks about how good she's got it with this one guy.
That would be great.
We get knocked around a lot, dude.
Seriously.
I mean, there's great guys out there.
Yeah, man. You don't hear ever about the one that stayed. It's always the Miranda Lambert stories, you know.
Yeah. Or who was that? Was it Carrie Underwood that was singing about beating up his truck and slashing the tires?
Cheats by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and slashing his tires and cutting the seats up, and all that good stuff.
Yep.
Julie asked, "Where's your favorite place to play?"
Oh man, I love
my bathroom.
It's my favorite place to perform, but I like to play.
Oh well. Okay, Caleb's straightening it up for me. Take it away, Caleb.
All right. I love local shows because my community has been so supportive, and they always come out and they always show up and have a great time, and I never have to worry about what they're gonna think or how they're gonna react or if there's gonna be enough people there to give the band energy, if they're gonna be dancing or whatnot. So it's less of work and more, you know, I'm upstage jamming with my buddies and I get to see all my friends and family down there. But I mean, really, sorry, go ahead.
When I was looking up a lot of the stuff on you, I ran across several things, and they were talking about supporting the hometown guy. And there was quite a few of them on there that were just like, back you big time.
Yeah, absolutely. I cannot, I seriously don't have the words to say how thankful I am for this community and what they've done for me. I mean,
and that's a hell of a support group when you get the whole community behind you, dude.
Absolutely. And I never take it for granted. In any way I can give back, I can, and I will, and I do.
That's awesome.
Yes. And I hope they all know that. And if we've got any community members watching, I'm sure you're sick of hearing it because I say it a million times, but thank you so much.
And then say you get 2 more albums dropped and you're way on up there. You can
I'll still stop in at the open mic night at the Pioneer Bar.
Yeah. So I love stuff like that. Because every now and then you'll get it downtown Nashville where somebody will just pop up out of nowhere, do 2 or 3 songs, and then they're gone.
Yeah.
And I'd love that, because to me it's you're giving back to your fan base, the people that supported you.
Totally.
I love stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things that's like, I'd feel terrible if I didn't play here all the time, because I wouldn't be where I am without him. I've charted on iTunes and Apple Music and all that at number 1, 2, 3, and some other positions for some different genres, and it's all been the pre-sales in the community and everybody hitting it so hard out of the gate, and then my other fans everywhere coming and picking up the slack. It's seriously just in general, outside of the community as well, just an awesome fan base. But this community has really launched this thing that we've got going here.
That is awesome. I love it.
Mark Sheldon said, saw Caleb on Saturday night, jaw dropping good.
Well, thank you, Mark. I really appreciate it.
And here next week we get to start pushing merchandise.
Awesome. Yep.
That's that helps you get to the next town.
Yeah, absolutely. It's that's the running joke, is musicians are just glorified traveling t-shirt salesmen,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I had Dustin Spears on my show.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about it, and we got on the subject of merchandise and everything. And he said, literally, he played, and the only way he made it to his very next gig was he sold a couple of t-shirts before he was packing up and leaving. And he actually got to stop at McDonald's, fill his car up, and make it to the next town.
Yep.
And
That's the grind.
Yeah.
That's just venues now too.
Yeah.
Because they take a lot of it from ticket sales and stuff.
Absolutely. A lot of venues will take a cut of merch. And so, yeah. I mean, after the, after the ticket sales, that pays the band at the most. And then everything from then on out is merch and tips and whatever else we can scrounge, I guess.
Oh, yeah. That's just, it's like I joke all the time, but it's the daggone truth. If you're in the music community, you have a day job.
Yeah.
You got to have a source of income.
Yep.
Because half the time, we love getting up there and performing and doing things. And from my perspective, doing the lights and the sound and everything that I was doing back in the day, I just love seeing the reaction from the audience when what I was doing was coincide with what the artist was doing. And it just enhanced everything.
Yep. You guys are the magicians. We just go up there and dance and do what we do. You guys are the ones who make us sound good and put on the show.
Yeah, but the girls come and talk to y'all. They don't ever come talk to us.
Just to tell you to turn something up even though no one's talking.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, Caitlin loves it. The craziness of the audience.
Yeah, love it so much. Especially Broadway.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Nothing quite like, getting done with the writers' rounds. And I'm always back and forth to Nashville. So sometimes when we go out there and stay, especially if we're with the family or friends, we'll stay kind of close to downtown so they can experience Nashville and eat the food and go to the bars and whatever. But I'll tell you what gets old is getting done with your writers' round and you're exhausted and you're stepping in puke running down the gutters and it smells like just throw up the whole way down the street. But Still love Nashville, man.
You need to go over to the listening room, do a writer's round over there.
The listening room.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little bit nicer area.
Okay. I love that area over. It's just kind of more my style, old honky tonk. What's it? The Palace, the Nashville Palace.
Yeah.
That's
I
my
was
favorite
just
spot over
there.
there. That is my favorite spot over there.
Caitlin runs sound over there.
Yeah, I was literally there from 7:30 a.m. until 3:30, and now I'm here.
Oh, wow. Well, awesome. Thank you for running sound at my favorite spot.
Of course.
Yep.
Be there again Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, I was there Friday, so I wasn't running sound. I was just hanging out.
Nothing wrong with hanging out.
You were struggling.
My throat is killing me. It's like on fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, you can keep your distance over there.
You don't want to hug goodbye.
Nope.
It's all that daggum weather today.
That's just Nashville. Everyone's getting sick. Caleb, stay in California for a little bit.
Oh, man. We're getting it, too.
Oh, no.
People I know are on their second round. It was bad before Thanksgiving, the beginning of November. My whole band got sick while we were on tour.
Yeah.
And on our way home, I got it. I just barely escaped, just going over the mountains and my ears painful. But the whole time I was just like, oh, thank you so much. I made it out of this alive. I wasn't sick at any of these shows, but I'm still getting over it from mid-November. That lingering cough, like I said, it's just something nasty. And the band is getting it again.
Well, see, I didn't have the cough until the sinus stuff hit. And all the sinus stuff just hit today. But I was kind of like, you feel like you're fixing to get sick. So you just start taking care of it before you get sick,
Yeah.
Pamela asked, Caleb, where is one place you want to perform that you haven't performed yet?
Ooh. There's a lot on that list. If we're shooting for the stars, Red Rocks. If we're thinking about something a little bit more realistic, maybe a Fort Worth stock show down at the Fort Worth Rodeo, somewhere around the NFR would be super cool.
It's
Cheyenne Frontier Days. Rodeos. I love playing rodeos. It's one of my favorite things.
I've always wanted to go to the Cheyenne Frontier Days. I've yet to get out there.
I still haven't been either.
Well, let me know. I'll meet you out there.
Perfect. I'll book the tickets.
Why don't we get Michelle to pay for it?
There you go.
I could see her now in front of her computer going, no. That'd be hilarious. I kind of like this little comment feature thing.
I know. Everyone's commenting. It's nice.
I'd love to play the Palace too. I've one of the last times we were there, wasn't the last time, I think it was time before that. I heard some of my buddies were playing at the Palace, and so we went and got some snacks and some beers and watched them, and they ended up dragging me up on stage to sing the Fireman. But other than that, love to play there. Just while I'm thinking about it.
I'm just sitting there thinking about booking it. So,
Well, you know who to talk to.
Yep.
Not me, unfortunately.
Yeah. Let me know when you're coming down. We might make that happen.
Absolutely. You got it.
I'll tell Michelle who to talk to.
Perfect.
Or get him. Have you played Chasing Melodies over there yet?
I haven't done a ton of playing over in Nashville. Just done a couple writers rounds at the Hard Rock. I played a few times at the Whiskey Bent Saloon. And I think a couple other things, but I haven't been around the block out there by any means.
I like some of the venues out there.
Who is dinging?
I'm sorry. That's me. I forgot my iPad's hiding somewhere. I've got label people just blowing my stuff up right now. I don't know how to turn my ringer off. There we are.
It's on the left
Sorry.
side.
So sorry about that.
You're good.
I'm like,
And
stop.
an oversized iPhone.
Yeah, it's in here buried in my songwriting stuff, and like, where's it coming from? My phone's on silent. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Okay.
Because sometimes I forget to turn mine off.
Yes, you do.
Crazy stuff. Oh, Lord mercy.
Does anyone have any more questions for
I'm
David
curious.
Crooks?
Yeah, ask away. Let's save David's voice here.
Well, I mean, we haven't really been using this feature a whole lot, and we just started deciding to using it the past couple of shows. It's actually kind of neat.
Well, it's super cool. I was wondering if you guys were going to have something like this.
Yeah. Hell, we got everything else. Why not?
Right? There's nothing I love more than hearing from the fans and being able to answer questions and chit chat about life and the industry and whatever. It's like that's got to be my favorite thing about this whole thing.
Chris Montgomery wants to know, you feed the cows yet?
That's my father. I have not.
Dad, he's in trouble. Whoop his ass. But Dad's got one of them big old thick belts too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't want to come in contact there.
Yeah. Lord. My throat is going. No, I don't need no milk. I need a shot of whiskey or something.
Man, yeah, definitely take care of that throat this week. It's awful.
Oh yeah, it's and then, you know, we got Christmas for Kids tomorrow where we're all on buses and people come through and it's like a meet and greet, endless stream of people left and right. Chris Stapleton's there, Oak Crow Medicine Show, a bunch of other people, a lot of guests that have been on my show. I mean, it's wild.
Sounds like a cool event, but man, that doesn't sound fun on the throat.
Not this year.
That's why he needs the whiteboard.
It's going to get
Yeah.
Oh, look, my little savior.
Anna's pouring something.
Yep. Thank you. Y'all give me just a second. I got to medicate.
There you go.
You know, it's pretty bad when you can't even feel the burn. I feel no burn.
Pamela asked, do you have any dates set for Tennessee in 2025? If so, when and where?
We are in the process of booking right now. We're looking at a lot of Texas shows. I know that doesn't answer your question at all, but we will certainly get out to Tennessee and around the Nashville area in 2025. And all that info is available on my website. When it rolls in, that'll be the first place it'll be. So
tell everybody your website.
So website is calebjoelmontgomery.com. And that's where we've got links to everything, links to all the socials, the merch store for getting the bus down the road, and all the other fun stuff, you know, learn a little bit more about me and find out some cool stuff. And definitely go check it out if you got a minute.
You got a TikTok also?
I do. TikTok is just Caleb Montgomery. Instagram is Caleb Joel Montgomery, like Billy Joel Armstrong. It's Caleb Joel Montgomery. Same with Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, God.
Y'all good?
Dude, there was no burn. I felt no burn.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. I ain't gonna be able to talk tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, you can stay way over there.
Oh, come on, Galen.
Nope.
Remind me when we get off to disinfect the microphone.
Yeah, disinfect this one too.
Oh, Lord.
Some lizard spray.
Something.
All right. Caleb has to go feed his cows.
Yeah.
And I got to let you go rest your voice. I'm more concerned about that.
Oh, no, I'm good. Is he going to sing? No, he's not going to sing.
I think I don't know how this program is, but a lot of like the Zoom and Google Meet have total aneurysms. I've got a $1,000 microphone set up in front of me, and using these programs, this still doesn't go well.
No, all this month I've been doing StreamYard stuff and virtual stuff, but I usually don't do it. I prefer people to come in the studio and hang out and, because Caitlin's got all the stuff you hook up to a DI and we get you all mic'd up and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Have an in-ear system.
We've got an in-ear system. If you wanted to bring another guitar player and maybe a cajon or, acoustic bass, we got it all ready for you, buddy.
Man, I'd love to do that. I'd definitely love to follow up in person in the future.
But yeah, the girl that I know, so
perfect.
And then if everything goes well, knock on the wood of my table here, we will be in a studio in Nashville. So
good luck and congrats on that. If that all goes well,
I hope it does too, because I was born and raised down there. All the music people are down there. A lot of people don't like driving out to Portland because it's like 35 miles north. Caitlin don't even like driving up here for a show, but she does it.
I like the cats.
Yeah, you like the cat. You can have the cats. What was wrong with me? But yeah, we have a whole lot more fun when it's actual come in, sit down, and you want to do songs. If you don't want to talk at all, just come in here and play a concert. Go for it.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sounds like you guys are super set up. That's phenomenal.
Yeah, we got a lot invested in equipment, and I wanted to make sure that we got the equipment to cover any daggone thing you guys wanted to do, because I love making artists sound good, look good, and the only thing it takes is, how many does it take to go viral overnight? Like 1 million or something? I forget. So
yeah, I get what you're saying. It takes years to become a overnight success, but I love the studio stuff.
Octua.
Yeah, you're a Hoctua girl, or you're what was that one video that went viral a long time ago? It was a dude sitting on a toilet and he was just singing, sitting on a toilet.
That was a woman.
Oh yeah, that was a woman.
Yeah, it was a woman.
Easy to confuse.
Yeah.
But man, that was like the funniest video out for a long time. I remember that video.
That was like Vine days before TikTok.
Yeah, Vine. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my son would call me and hey, what are you doing? Sitting on the toilet. Sitting on the toilet. Oh shit, it was hilarious. It's crazy stuff. But those algorithms, man, I mean, I know so many people, especially podcasters and all this stuff, that are out there trying to hit those certain algorithms. And I'm just like, dude, you might as well be looking for a needle in a haystack.
Dude, I know, but it's so the industry is so social media oriented these days, like everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't want to make videos. I want to be a musician. Okay. You want to be a professional musician? Go make videos.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk to you until you have 50,000 followers on Instagram and TikTok and whatever. We're not going to talk to you until you have over 1 million views on Facebook, and then you can come play our bar, maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
so that's what's weird, because I noticed a lot of female artists, it's their get ready routine.
Yeah.
With the makeup and all that stuff. And I've sat and watched a couple of them out of curiosity. And it's amazing, because they have the comments up and people are asking like what number brush they're using and what style brush and all this other. And I'm just like, oh my God.
All that engagement, man.
I mean, it's just wild.
David, be a beauty guru.
A what?
Beauty guru. I can't talk.
I grew up
beauty guru.
There we go.
I grew up with a daughter that was big in the goth stage back then.
Oh man.
It was all about the makeup.
Yeah.
Let's see, what was it? Ulta makeup and Kat Von D makeup and all that other stuff. It was just amazing. My daughter one time took regular makeup to beautify themselves, and instead it was Halloweenish. So she took the makeup she had and created this whole burnt type scar on the right side of her face.
That's super cool.
And you could not tell it wasn't real.
Wow.
It was wild as all get out.
That's talent too, right there.
She's very talented. She's one of them little heifers where she wanted to play bass guitar. I got her a bass guitar. 2 weeks later, she's
savant.
She wanted to. I got her keyboard one time because the lady didn't have enough money to pay me, and gave me a keyboard. So I gave it to her. 4 days later, I come in from work and she's in the bedroom playing Evanescence.
Wow.
And I'm just like, what the hell? What? You hand me a guitar, I can't even play a note. And that's with you taking my fingers and bending them the way they're supposed to be on that note.
Yep.
That will be the sourest note you've ever heard in your life. It is just crazy.
Yeah, my little brother's the same way, man. He can play just about any instrument there is. He's a real talented leather worker. He's my fiddle player, is his main profession. But he does leather work and makes sheets and chaps and spur straps and the whole 9 yards. And the tooling that he does in the art on it is just, like, where'd you learn to do that, kid?
Yeah.
He's younger than I am.
Yeah, but you got a fiddle player in the family.
That's rare.
Only thing you got to do is, hey, Dad, let's hitch him up with a. We're gonna go play, and he go play fiddle.
Yep.
It'd be a blast.
Absolutely.
All right, we got a lot of stuff coming up in 2025. CMA Fest, CRS Week. We got all kinds of stuff coming up. We get to have all the fun again. But I'll make sure. Michelle said she'll hook it up. So there we go.
Perfect.
So we'll get you, when you get down to Nashville, we'll get you in the studio. And hell, man, we'll have some fun.
Awesome. I love it. Yeah, it'll be a dang good time. Yeah.
And he'll have his voice.
I'll have my voice then, hopefully.
Cool. I'll bring mine too.
I hope so, because you don't even know, I guess. Man, I cannot believe this hit me this bad today. I was fine last night.
Well, that's how it works, unfortunately.
I know. Just blindsided.
Yeah.
Tear it all up. All right. Caleb, you already told everybody where you're at. So I'll make sure we put it all in the comments on YouTube and everything else. And I'm sure all your links are on your website. So
Yep.
they can get all your socials, all the good stuff. Brother, man, I appreciate you coming on and putting up with my voice and everything else today.
Of course, man. This has been super fun. Thanks for having me on. Seriously.
Oh, no problem. Enjoyed having you on. And I feel bad because I can't talk hardly, and it's just getting worse and worse.
Oh,
It's
man.
terrible. It's terrible.
Well, thanks again for having me, and definitely take care of that voice.
I'm going to, brother. I appreciate you. And go feed the damn cows before your daddy gets that butt.
Oh, go feed the damn cows.
All right, brother. Take care. We'll see you later.
See you later.
All right, everybody. We're going to get off here. Don't forget, come out Monday. Is it Monday? 12/16? Yeah, Monday, 12/16. To 106 Bluegrass Community Boulevard, the First Baptist Church. They have been so gracious in letting Christmas for Kids move over to there. Evidently, we got too big for the Walmart parking lot. So Christmas for Kids will be at the First Baptist Church, 106 Bluegrass Communion Commons Boulevard. Yeah, that's it, Commons Boulevard. Y'all come out and see us. Hopefully by next Monday, I'll have my voice back. I hope. Oh, God. I really do hope. Or I'm going to have a whiteboard, all the good stuff. Caitlin, you ready to get out of here?
Yes.
I'm ready. All right, everybody. Thanks for being on and watching us, supporting the show. We've got one more show we're going to do in the month of July. And I believe we're going to live stream it.
You mean December?
Yeah, December. What did I say? July?
You're thinking Christmas in July.
Christmas
Close.
in July. I like Christmas in July. I wouldn't be sick in July. Yeah. So December 14th, we got one more show we're going to do, and that's going to be with David Easterling and Alyssa Harvey, I believe it is. They won Country Song of the Year at the Josie Awards, and they're going to come in, sit down in studio, and we might even do that live. I think we'll do that live. You want to do that live?
It's whatever your little heart desires.
I don't care. I mean, works for me. We'll do it live. We'll have some fun with it. Everybody can check it out. So thanks for everybody that commented. And Caleb's dad, Chris, we sent him to go feed the cows. So you can't say we didn't do our part. We're off here. And I think that's it. You got anything you want to cover?
Nope.
You good? I'm good. If you don't see the show next Saturday, Merry Christmas and have a great and prosperous new year. Live long and prosper. Love you, mean it. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.